Hey everybody, it's Casual Boobs coming at you with another video, and today we're going to be doing a little bit different thing. I'm starting a new video series. I think this will be a series, and it's just going to be replay reviews. If you don't know, in my Discord, if you're in one of the Boops community clans, there's 3 of them right now. One of the things we have available as a resource is since I can't be everywhere at once, and frankly, I don't really like platooning with just anybody. Really, I'm it's being schwacked, right? Ride or die. But anyways, I want to help people get better. That's the whole point of the clan and the community, and or to the extent that am able to, frankly. But I can't be everywhere at once, and so one of the things that I had available, or still have available, is a place for people to submit replays that they would like feedback on, constructive feedback on how they could have improved their game, what they could have done differently, and so on and so forth. And I usually go through those, and as long as it's not like 6 in a day or whatever like that, I can get through them pretty good and give feedback for what people should be doing differently and so on. And somebody recommended, like, oh, I learned a lot from this, and I just the other day was like, man, maybe I should put this on the internet. Maybe I should do these critiques, as long as the people are okay with it, put it on the internet, and then everybody else can also learn from these kinds of things. So that's what we're going to do. That's what this game is. This video is. There's not going to be any tank stat things. It's going to be just about, I haven't watched the replay yet. I've recorded it, and I hit the record button and walked away. So I haven't seen this. This is all happening. I'm seeing it for the first time here now with you. And so I'm going to be just giving constructive feedback on what is happening in the game. And I hope it's good. I hope this is helpful for everybody watching. We're going to be watching Grego34. He's in BOOP3 right now, and he's been in the community for quite a long time. So let's do it. Let's get into it. And I've just got it all. Okay. So Grego's playing in a BZ-176, and he was having a really hard time with this tank. And it's a tier 9 game. There's no artillery. Right off the bat, Grego, I see the issue, or one of the issues, is that generally speaking, especially with a tank like this, you really want to be taking your heavy tank probably to the area over here. This area here, this E7 area. Like it or not, that's just really where Wargaming wants you to go to brawl, and that's what this tank does. The other thing is, if you were trying to go to this far side of, like, the far side of this area over here, like, I would have taken a different path. You see the TNH behind us, but I can't. Oh my god, this player is going to be annoying. TNH behind us took a very safe path. He did that a lot better than you. So pathing wise, I would never do what you just did, because you could accidentally get seen. I wouldn't stay here either. The other thing is, if you're going to play on this side, where you are now can be spotted by the Hawk 30 up on the ridge, and you can be rained on by artillery. So like right now you might be okay, but somebody from exactly where you're looking from far off can shoot you, and you're just stuck behind this rock. And you're using bushes and stuff, but this tank doesn't really do camo stuff. It's really meant to be brawling in somebody's face. The gun is really, really derpy. That's probably, I mentioned some time ago, you had mentioned how you didn't really care for this tank because the gun is so crap, and it is crap, but the gun gets a lot better if you're not trying to snipe with it. And you notice how big the bloom is every time you're using it. I don't know what equipment you're using, but yeah, if you're going to play in this side of the map, you really need to be even actually further up than the TNH. You need to be up here so that you can be using your turret armor, poking over in that 112 and slapping him. Because right now, if you're going to play back like you are... Oh, okay, so this T-32 made a mistake, and we'll see what we can do about it. See, and that's unfortunate. I think it looks like you're struggling to get your aiming reticle to get where it needed to be. It looks like your sensitivity in sniper mode might be too high, because it was very twitchy, right, when you were trying to aim that shot in. But you can see now, again, like, you are spotted... And this char's got full... I mean, if he wanted to stay up there, which is dangerous, he's got full farm on you. These guys, they're going to shoot you before you shoot them, so that's the big issue. And again, I think the other thing is, like, there's a setting in Aslan's mod pack that says it's like you get rid of the recoil after shooting. I always do that because it's disruptive for me to have the gun pop up like that. But yeah, like, these guys are pre-aiming. These guys are looking right at you. I would never poke. Like, and the trouble with the position that you're in is, like, these guys are playing very terribly. But if the trouble with the spot you're in is you don't have any other options, right? You can't really go anywhere, and you're kind of stuck behind this rock already. But if you were up in the hill in front of you, like up over here, then you would have a lot more options as to where to go and how to position so that you could pull these guys in. The alternative is, of course, to if you're using an actual tank destroyer, you sit way back over here so that you can see these guys from much further back. You can shoot down on them. It's a lot different, but that's not where I would take this tank specifically. But what I'm getting at is the position that you're in isn't really good for anything, especially this tank. So that's a big thing. Positioning in this game is the most important thing. And you did land a big hit on the T-32, which is nice. But, you know, if these guys aren't playing very well, and if they were, you would have been evaporated. Or they would have picked you to pieces for sure. And that's a good call, is to do one of those. But, like, anybody on this hill, there's so many ways that you can get shot from where you are right now, and it's lucky that you don't have artillery in the game, because if there was, you would have a big, big problem. And so these guys are hull down, and there's just nothing you can really do about it. And again, it looks like you're struggling to get the aiming reticle directly on the spot that you're looking for. Is he going to hold perfectly still for this? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, okay, 150. You know, and probably HE is the way to go there, because you're probably not penning the cupola of a T-32. But I think I probably would load AP for this, because it's a hull-down T-32. And, oh my god. Oh, you should be pre-aiming, so that, because he's going to be... okay, this is the other thing. Because that guy was pulling out and he was pulling behind and stuff, what you should be doing is pre-aiming. You should be, like, zooming in a little bit and already looking at where the tank is, and then you pull out very slowly, so that way the reticle stays tight and you don't have to find the target in sniper mode like you're struggling to get the tank on, to get the gun on target. There's a char to your left. He's looking right at you. There's a char. He's right there. Shoot him. Shoot the char. Fuck. That's okay. That's okay. But you could see, if that char was paying attention, he would be shooting you in the ass right now. And that's just one example. So this is just never a good spot that you want to be in. And if you're ever not sure where to go, the heat maps, right? Heat maps, if you Google World of Tanks heat maps, you will see the website that has that. It'll show you where good places to go are, and this is not one of them. So, yeah. That's really what it is, to be honest. And I will say this map sucks, and so the area where the Samua and the IS-32, the area where they are, isn't that much fun to play either, because this map is awful. But what the hell just happened there? That must have been a replay bug. But at least, I mean, that's, you know, you can use your like, the issue is you're not using your turret armor at all. You're not using any gun depression. And that's part of the reason that this has kind of not been the most exciting game or the best game. So, you know, play the tank to its strengths, right? It wants to be up on a ridge. There's no artillery and stuff, and so, yeah, now you're finally, yeah, this is the spot. This is where you should have been from the get-go, because if they come around the beach on you, you can turn to the left, you can peek over the top on them, or you can bait them around the corner, and just everything about this is so much better. Yeah, this is the way. I would have posted up, and because that 283 was sitting there, he was crossing for free. You should have, I mean, I saw that. You could have probably stopped and aimed the shot, and oh my god, you're way too zoomed in. Something about your zoom levels here are crazy. I think, I don't know what you're using for controls as far as, like, I think there's a setting where it automatically zooms to the last level of zoom that you had. I would turn that off. Personally, I always use the scroll wheel, so that it gives me a more smooth, like, I can tell more easily that I'm going from this, you know, this zoom to that zoom, and it looks like you're at 16. I might turn off the 16 zoom, because it's too tight for you. Like, that's so close that it's actually hard for you to get your target, right? I couldn't even tell what part of the hull of that T-32 you were shooting at, T-832, whatever. And so I think a big thing that would help your game is just generally going to, holy god, that guy just barely missed you. You deserve to be dead right now. But just generally getting it so that the mouse sensitivity is more comfortable, and make it so that it zooms in more comfortably for you, because it really feels like you're having to struggle against the tank, against the game, to get it to do what you want. And it should be, aim. Oh no. So the issue here, you're very lucky that he didn't pen. But the issue is you were sitting in an open position, waiting for him to shoot, waiting to shoot him, and what you're doing is sacrificing position for damage. And what you should do is getting up to this. Wait, don't go. He knows you're here. But okay, he doesn't know you're here. This is where you want to be shooting. And at these, like, shooting down at a 257 like that, you should be loading AP rounds. The shooting at a 257 has the armor, unless you've got the side of the back of it or something like that. Almost always you want to be shooting AP rounds at heavily armored tanks like that. And that just comes down to knowing which tanks are pennable and which ones aren't. There you go, upper, up, aim a little higher. There you go. Because the 257 side armor is triangular and weird, and so if you hit it too low, you'll auto bounce. So that's something else. But you did that one okay. You always want to make sure you're in a safe spot, because what you basically did there is stop in the middle of nowhere to aim your shot, and he was able to stop when he only exposed his turret. And so you were at a distinct disadvantage. It's sheer dumb luck that you didn't get evaporated right there by him. You should have died a few times in this game. But anyways, hopefully, I'll pause it because I don't know how far this goes. I think there's a lot of room for improvement, and I don't mean that in like a negative, like this you asked for help. I think there's a lot. It's like if you had done a few things differently by going to this area of the map, and then just something with, like I said, your controls and your zooms and things like that, tweaking a few settings are going to make the tanks in general a lot more comfortable for you, I think, and that will help a lot. And then it's just looking at heat maps to see which positions are the best to play in for certain classes and things like that. And I'll probably go over that in like a Get Good episode if I haven't already. I can't remember. But anyways, there it is. We're just going to keep this as short as we can. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully, Grego, hopefully you like this. Everybody else, hopefully, if this is something you want to see more of, as long as people post them and they're okay with that. Not everybody wants to be ripped to shreds on the internet, I guess, but if people are okay with it, I'm happy to do this more and make this a regular thing. And this is an incentive. If you want to be the one who gets the commentation, the feedback, you got to be in one of the clans, and also on the Discord. There's a lot of folks that are in the clans and not in the Discord, and I don't have a way to talk to you. So anyways, that's it for me. See you in the next one, guys. Thanks. Bye.